Press reporter asks Smug question about FBI, Trump nukes her with brutal two-word reply. Liberals are always trying to humiliate President Donald Trump, and a recent Q&A session in the White House went to prove just that. In fact, a liberal White House press reporter decided to ask a Smug question about the FBI, but too bad for her, Trump would nuke her with a brutal two-word reply that left her squirming. The news used to be about facts. In a time when the government could get away with more, seeing how relatively isolated one person was from the next, journalists were meant to inform the American people of the truth. Sadly, that has all changed during recent years. Since social media has transformed the way people interact with each other, the news can virtually spread from one coast to the other in the blink of an eye. Of course, with that comes a certain responsibility to ensure that what is being reported is the truth. A lie can be especially dangerous if people believe it, because, as a result, it will spread faster than it can be contained, which can cause irreparable damage when people react to the falsehood. Unfortunately, this fake news phenomenon is plaguing our nation today, and even the mainstream media are to blame. In fact, CNN has developed a reputation for being fake news, as they've shot off reports before fully vetting information and sources. Along with that, they've more than demonstrated their bias, reporting almost 100% negative coverage when it comes to President Donald Trump. Sadly, they're not the only ones guilty of such a practice. In fact, nearly all of the liberal media has shown their hand at this point, proving we have a rigged system meant to do one thing and one thing only: destroy Trump's credibility in hopes of impeaching him. Unfortunately, just that was demonstrated when an unidentified White House reporter tried to humiliate President Donald Trump by asking a Smug question about the FBI, as the New York Times reports. "Will you do it under oath, Mr. President?" a reporter asked Trump, referring to whether he would agree to testify before special counsel Robert Mueller. Too bad for her, she apparently didn't realize that she just walked into the lion's den and was about to get nuked with a brutal two-word reply. Shooting down the lame attempt to back him into a corner, Trump soon followed up with a question of his own. "Did Hillary? You mean like Hillary did it under oath? Who said it?" Trump asked, obviously referring to Hillary Clinton, while trying to locate the reporter responsible for the question. Staking her claim, the reporter could be heard declaring, "I said it." However, things took a turn as Trump issued the woman his own question once again. "Did Hillary do it under oath?" he simply asked a second time, leaving her squirming. She shot back, saying, "I don't have any idea," but that's when Trump called her bluff. "I think you have an idea," he replied. "Do you really not have an idea?" "I'll give you an idea. She didn't do it under oath, but I would do it, and you know she didn't do it under oath, right? If you didn't know about Hillary, then you're not much of a reporter." Once again destroying the liberal media bias and exposing the double standard he is held to in comparison to Democrats, President Donald Trump dropped the final bomb by simply admitting that he had nothing to hide. "So, you would do it under oath?" the reporter again asked, to which Trump responded, "I would do it under oath, absolutely." What Trump was pointing out is that Hillary didn't testify before the FBI under oath, and only an idiot would pretend not to know why that was the case. In fact, NBC tried to explain it away by reporting that whether a person is under oath or not is immaterial, because making a false statement to a federal agent can still result in a perjury charge under federal law. However, if that's the case, then why is it so important to them for President Donald Trump to testify under oath? The answer is simple: bias. Liberals will always excuse the corrupt members of their own party, like Hillary Clinton, while holding Republicans to a different set of standards even when they're completely innocent. This entire investigation into fictitious collusion has turned into an utter shit show.